How's everybody doing? Rudy, Alpha Investments. Small follow-up video today. I'm coming. Sorry, I know. So first things first, I do apologize. I know the lighting's never the best when I'm over here filming this location. It just kind of is what it is, everybody. Two important things I want to go over today. Been getting a lot of personal questions, emails, and everything like that about, Rudy, you were talking about a month ago. Actually, 1 to 2 months ago, you had mentioned about pre-release kits and trying to negotiate some large thing with other stores and distributors around the United States. Whatever happened with that whole thing, the conversation, well, I think here's your answer. So what you're looking at in this video, in this section of the underground level 3, level 17 Mafia boss location is, these are Ikoria and Core 21 pre-release kits that, simply put, well, I mean, due to 2020, the ridiculous world we're in, a lot of stores didn't open. A lot of stores never came back to open. All these reserved products for pre-releases and F&M just never took place. And there became a huge glut and a lot of extra product left in the system. Obviously, at this point in time, most people realize, well, obviously F&Ms and stores and, social gatherings don't happen. So distributors and stores around the country, some took the product and didn't want to sell it online, deal with eBay fees and fraud or returns or scam artists. Other people simply just didn't take the product at all. They never returned phone calls to distributors and customers and just disappeared with people's money or never sold them in the first place. So we got all kinds of different things going on. So fast forward 2 months later, what you're looking at is, I believe, the majority, it should be about 80 to 90% of the remaining supply of pre-release kits for Core 21 in Ikoria. I believe it should be... I'm not really sure the exact number. I'd have to do an inventory count. I just finally finished moving and actually making sure there was no actual damage to the product. I think it's around 4,000 kits, maybe 4,000 kits. I don't know if it's 4,000 kits total or like 2,000 Ikoria, 2,000 M21, something like that. And obviously everybody knows there was a lot of negativity surrounding Core 21 because of the collector boxes, lack of financial value, nothing's worth anything, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, everybody said, well, with the Ikoria, that came out right in the middle of this brutal 2020 time period. And, well, there was a lot of negativity around the product, and I thought it was not justified. So, unlike the high-end people with lab coats and ivory towers and fancy stuff, I decided to put my money where my mouth is, and I moved in and went all in and just said, come to daddy, and I went after them all. I worked the phones, I called around the country, I just started trying to accumulate these things because I'm sorry, I don't understand the people out there who are trying to unload, especially Ikoria. I mean, core sets are always a little weaker, I'm sorry, Core 21's a good product. I don't care if the expected value is low because collector boxes crush the value. I don't care, in Ikoria, I'm sorry, but Ikoria is not a bad set. I know the financial value, the easy money is not just flowing because of the Ikoria collector boxes and things like that, but I'm sorry, it's a good product. A couple interesting facts about the Ikoria pre-release kits. Obviously, these kits are 18 kits per case. They are all first print run, so they do contain the Virus Godzilla card. On top of that, I just like the product. Look, I'll be very, very blunt with everybody. The creativity of Ikoria, between the Godzilla, the Triome lands, the comic book style artwork, the first printing versus the non-first printing, and all pre-release kits are first print run because they were made at the beginning. Just the amount of pros versus cons, the risk-reward scenario, it is just extraordinarily attractive to me. And, I know, and it's okay. You guys can just say it's a bubble or, Rudy's ruining magic or, whatever helps you out on your end. But I'm just here to share what's going on. I want to make sure people are aware that, distributors were stuck with a bunch of these and they're not anymore. And on top of that, as with all, just like collector boxes, pre-release kits have no reprints. There is no restock of these type of product lines. In my personal opinion, actually, I think would be a good example. Hang on, let me run over here. I think you guys will like this. Hang on. Sit tight. I'm not leaving you all, I promise. I won't leave you. I'm still coming. Stay with me, everybody. All right, I'm coming back. I know. Who runs this channel? I'm here. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay. So, fun fact, for those of you who were not around, can I hold this here? There's like a shelf behind the camera. It scares me. Okay, so fun fact for those of you not around, the War of the Spark situation. These were the War of the Spark pre-release kits. Can you guys see them real good? And these particular things, to give you all an idea, a couple years ago, when War of the Spark, obviously, for those of you who weren't around, God, I can't believe I'm saying War of the Spark like an old out-of-print thing now. Time is ridiculous. So, this old set here with War of the Spark. I used to walk 10 miles in the snow to get my taco. There's going to be a meme for you guys. Anyways, War of the Spark was such a huge hit in 2018, 2019, God, the beginning of 2019? Really? Holy smoke. This was such a big hit, and then they Wizards released that trailer on YouTube, and it was a huge success, everybody. And War of the Spark was, I believe, War of the Spark may be the #1 selling standard set, or tied with 1 or 2. I know like Kaladesh was up there, Khans was up there, Battle for Zendikar. Like, these suckers were massive success. So obviously on top of that, stores did host their FNMs and pre-release tournaments, and they did real well. But the problem was, nobody wanted to hold on to War of the Spark because it was printed to oblivion. It's endless print run, print to demand. Money printers go brr, brr. I really put a lot of effort into this video, so I hope you guys thumbs down 2 times and do a swirly circle for me. So anyways, these pre-release kits, same thing. Not as bad as this, because it wasn't 2020, but these pre-release kits were in a similar situation where there were leftovers. So, what ends up happening is you have these pre-release cases, same thing, where you have 18 kits of War of the Spark. And I started to acquire these about a year and a half ago in early 2019, because I wanted, as most of the patrons are aware, about once every 18 months I run a pre-release kit through time. I've run 2 of those sales, and they're hugely successful. They are one of the most looked forward to events I do. Now, my goal was to do War of the Spark pre-release kits with Theros. I got the guild kits from Guilds and Allegiance, Ikorias and Core 20, Core 21. I wanted to build this really cool, so like you could have a Friday night and you could just like go through, you could like re-experience each of like the pre-release FNM. I thought that would be an awesome Friday night to play some strip Magic with your significant other. At least that's what I do. Isn't that how Magic's supposed to be played? Or not? Okay, I apologize for that. Or do I? So I started buying cases of War of the Spark. Then obviously 2020 rolled over, and 2020 just said, Rudy, hold my chalupa, watch this. And simply put, Wizards cranked the money machine to 11 out of 10, and the amount of products is so intense, even I'm struggling to stay on top of the pre-order deadlines, the release deadlines, paying the distributor deadlines, keeping the sales from not overlapping. It's very challenging. And because of this 2020 environment, I don't have time to run my variety kits and out-of-print sales like I used to nearly as much. And I miss that, because that was one of the things I engineered for like this YouTube channel, to run specials and then the patrons and everything. But I can't do it anymore, because back in my day, okay, in 2017, when I started all this and it became big on YouTube, I started in 2016, but 2017, by the time everybody found out who I was and the anger started to build and spread me around, I'm like that. Anyways, what I had to do was I had to run sales and out-of-print items like every other month, because there wasn't enough new releases in Magic for me to sell a new Magic product every month. So it was a very different era. And now in 2020, it's inverted so hard. I mean, seriously, we're going from literally some sort of standard product, to a core set, to a standard box, to a specialty set, to a commander set, Masters, VIP, more Masters, VIP, back to Commanders, Brawl sets, gift thing. It is incredibly challenging. I've been skipping some products. For those of you who aren't aware, I never even sold the unset, the box set. I ended up taking delivery of a couple pallets of the not unhinged, not unglued, not unstable, unsanctioned. Did I name them all? Anyways. And, that's not even to mention the new unset, the uncommander thing coming, but that's not supposed to be part of the video. And, oops. Yikes, that broke my train of thought. Yeah, so there's been products I've had to skip to patrons because I haven't even been able to really even fit that into the schedule. Because logistically, I want orders to run quickly. I don't want people waiting 1 to 2 months for a product. I think literally not shipping someone's product out, when you approach past 3 to 5 days, I get anxiety from that's too long. That's like my max. I prefer to ship everyone's orders within 1 to 3 days, but on the big spike, sometimes it takes 5, 6 days, which even then, I just, my instinct doesn't like that, because if I was on the other side of that coin, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? And, so sometimes I have to eliminate a product to be able to keep up with it. So anyways, so yeah, the point of this video, to wrap everything up, everyone, was to let you know that this whole thing with Ikoria and Core 21 reminds me of the War of the Spark situation. When I remember even a distributor on the phone saying, Rudy, why are you buying War of the Spark pre? Like, there's so many War of the Spark, it's put into oblivion. Yeah, I hate that stupid term. And, so I was just like, then sell me all the leftovers. And they dumped them to me. And, it's just one of those things where I'm like, you don't see what I'm seeing. Right now, yeah, who would buy Core 21 pre-release kits? There's so many of them, right? They're everywhere. Every distributor's got it. Every store's got them. Dude, Taco Bell drive-thru. The kids' meal at Mickey D's, instead of a toy, you get a pre-release kit. Taco Bell party pack? They short you a taco and swap it with a pre-release kit. That's how many there are. Why would you put your money in that? Same old song and dance, same old negativity, same old bearish activity, same old pessimism. Welcome to 2020. Again, you can say what you want. Feel free to bash me as all you like. I will stay the course. You will not change anything. And that is the way it's going to be. And if I'm wrong, make sure you make me the poster child of what not to do, and I will ride it to zero, baby. And I am here to tell you guys that, just like War of the Spark, I hope somebody out there remembers this video in 2 to 3 years from now, especially in 12 months when Ikoria goes out of print. You seen those first print run Ikoria boxes on eBay already? Selling $120 to $140 a box? Oh, you wait. And it's in print. Wait for 12 months from now when Ikoria goes out of print. Give it 2-3 years when it's way out of print. And the box prices of Ikoria are $120 to $150. And then the first print run boxes are $200. And pre-release kits don't exist. That's what I'm talking about. People don't see down the road. Everybody just wants to see the end of their nose tomorrow morning in short term. And life is very complicated. And there's a lot of complex things out there. And you need to factor in all the variables and all the details to make good long-term decisions. Short-term and long-term are very different. Honestly, I could probably crack these pre-release kits and just flip the singles and probably make a 20% return. Honestly. Because you get a stamped rare or mythic inside each one, and you get the die, which is, I'm assuming, stamped to the set, and you get the booster packs with it. I can probably already break even by flipping singles or make a profit if I wanted to, but I don't have time for that business model anymore like I used to. But again, everybody wants the shortcut. People are angry if they don't make quick money. They can't flip it quickly. Patience. Patience, everybody. Real wealth takes long term. Just remember that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Be safe.